Well, howdy there, folks. So this is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to Inside Pitch Baseball from the Inside Sports Guys. We're going to be reliving and replaying the game from April 6, 2015. It's going to face off between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. This is first game of the season for both teams. We are going to be using the actual lineups of the actual game in the order that they actually happened. And of course, probably making some pitching changes based upon the pitchers that were actually brought into the game. So it is April 6, 2015. The 2015 Chicago White Sox at the 2015 Kansas City Royals. This will actually be the first game that I actually have that incorporates all of the logos and the player photos that I've been putting inside the game. I do have a video out on that if you want some help, so be sure to look for that on my YouTube channel. This game happened on April 16th at 3:14 p.m. Had an attendance of 40,085. Game lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm not going to tell you who won or lost, but let's simulate it first, and then maybe we'll talk about what happened in real life. Anyways, starting today for Kansas City, your starting pitcher is your Yordano Ventura. Of course, he's nothing and nothing, nothing because it's the first game of the season. He'll be going up against Adam Eaton, Melky Cabrera, Jose Aribu, Adam DeRoche, Garcia, Alexi Ramirez, Connor Gillespie, Tyler Flowers, and Micah Johnson. Pitching today for your Chicago White Sox, Jeff Shamarza. He'll be going up against Escobar, Mastakis, Kane, Hosmer, Morales, Alex Gordon, Alex Rios, Salvador Perez, and Omar Infante. As I mentioned, we are playing in Kansas City, so here's the stats. So -3 to strikeouts, -1 to your walks, and no alterations to your home run. So let's get it going and see if we can get this done. I have turned the sound off in the game. I've been recording them with sound, but there are several sound effects in the game that are really, really loud, and so I just thought it'd be easier to keep those turned off. All right, so pitching today, Yolando Ventura up against Adam Eaton. Let's see what happens. I've also turned off the dice roller. It'll just automatically flash on there for us. It'll just speed up the game a little bit for us. 5-2. That's a possibility of a home run. So 1 to 10, and it is a 10. So possibility of a home run. We're going to roll down here on the bottom. And if it's a 1 through 10 down here in the bottom, it's going to be a home run for Adam Eaton right off the bat. First pitch of the season. Is he going to take it yard? No, he does not. 3-5, 3-5. Instead, he grounds to second base for the out. Didn't quite get a hold of that one, did he? Melky Cabrera steps in. He's a switch hitter, so he'll be batting left today against the right-hander. First pitch, 6-5 is a possibility of a strikeout. As you can see, Melky doesn't strike out very often. 1-2, hits it too short for the out. Stepping in, Jose Aribu, 2-4, another possibility of a strikeout. No strikeout, 2-3, and this is a single past shortstop. I will be using the strategies, mostly whatever it kind of calls for randomly, and then, if I have to make a decision, I'll make it at the time. Since I'm playing for both teams today, I'll just kind of do what's best for both teams. So man on first, we're not going to have any strategy. 2 outs. Farley got a hit. And we got us a 4-6. So against a lefty, he's going to be blank. Against a righty, it is going to be a ground ball. hit over to third base. So no runs, 1 hit, 0 errors. Hopefully you guys will appreciate my logos and photographs of all the players. Been putting these in the system here. So I tried to get everybody I thought would be in the game today. So Jeff Samardzija steps in. He's a big right-hander, and he's going up against Escobar here. 1-5. It's a range play at the ballpark. 6-4. That's a fly ball to left. Does he make the play? He needs a 1 or 2, and he rolls a 1. So not great range for Cabrera there, but he's able to haul that one in. Makes a nice leap up there and gets the out. 1 out. Mike Moustakas steps in. 6-2 against the lefty is a possibility of a home run, and 12-14, so he does not get the home run. 1-4. Oh, he got an 18, so he actually hits it off the fence and goes into second base with the stand-up double. So man on second base here, 1 out here. Mike Moustakas. All right, Lorenzo Cain, the right-hander, steps in, center fielder today. 2-5. Wild pitch possibility. We rolled a 4. 4 is 1-9, so it is a wild pitch. And trotting over to third base is Mike Moustakas. So, unfortunate. Third base, only 1 out. 6-2 against the righty is a possibility of a walk. 14 is too high, so Lorenzo Cain hits it. Let's find out what he does. So he hits it to center field. We failed the center fielder role, so we're going to use the throw chart with only the base runner and the outfielder arm. So in this case, Moustakas has a 0 rating, and if the roll is less than or equal to the runner advances, otherwise they hold. So sacrifice fly for him is a 1, so he doesn't get very much of it. And the -1 for the throwing arm, so that's a 0, so he doesn't advance, unfortunately. So 2 outs there, bottom of the first. Man still on third. Can Eric Hosmer, the lefty from first base, can he drive in that first all-important run? 4-4. Error on a ground ball possibility. 52. That is a single over the second base, and that does drive in the run. So man on first. No strategy. Samardzija pitches to Kendrick Morales, 2-3 against the switchy, so he's going to be batting left, and that's going to be a walk. That is a walk. So man on first and second, 2 outs. And Samardzija's running into a little bit of problems here in the bottom of the first. Can he work his way out of it? There's a ballpark. 54 is a fly ball left field, caught for the out, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. I kind of like my little logos and everything. That's pretty cool. I tried to incorporate pictures where, they're not just all faces. I realize the faces kind of show you better than the actual players, but I kind of like having images of the players doing things as opposed to just standing there with a picture. I don't know. I mean, these are more functional. These, for me, look cooler. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. So we have a combination. All right, so that is the end of the first inning. 1-0 Kansas City. Ventura's back on the mound against Garcia, and I would pronounce his first name, but Avasal Garcia, I'm not sure. 52, another possibility of a home run, and a 2 is within the 1-16 range. Is Ventura going to give up that home run like he almost did in the first inning? If it's a 1-7, then Garcia gets a hold of it. It's an 18. He did not get it all. 6 and a 4 against a righty is going to be a ground ball. Third base for the out. So that's 2 that Ventura has put down the middle. And early here in the season, the White Sox just can't connect with them. Possibility of an error. 36 is a ground ball to shortstop. He has a 1 through 5 error rating, so 36. And a 15 is no error, makes the play out at first. 2 outs. Connor Gillespie, lefty. 52. Uh-oh, another possibility of a home run. This one is not. 1-10. 45. It's going to be a ground ball to second for the out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of 2. So margin of pitching to Alex Arias. 34 is a blank. 1-1. It's a fly ball to left. Salvador Perez, catcher, behind the plate today. 3-2. That's a range play. So we're going to check out Chicago's defense. 3-2 against a righty is a single. Past the shortstop possibility. He's got a 1-3. He rolls a 4, so he cannot make the play. Knocks it down, but Salvador Perez hustles down the line and gets himself an infield single there. So man on first. They got a hit and run going on here. Interesting. With 1 out, his base running is only a 1. All right, we'll try it. What the heck? Hit and run. Here we go. Let's see what happens. 32, that's a range play. 2-2. Hit it to second base. So he's only got a range of 1-2. He failed his range play. Now we have to find out if the runner that was already running from first, can he make it all the way to third? Salvador Perez. He needs a 3-6. He's got a base running of 3. He normally only has a base running of 1. But because we got him in motion, sent him in motion, we are going to get that extra base. So advances over to third base. That was a good play there for Kansas City, getting him on the move. Okay. Early in the season, I guess they're willing to take more chances than normal. No strategy this time. 42 against a righty is going to be a possibility of a walk, but he doesn't walk very much. 1-2. Instead, he hits it to left field. Let's find out if the runner can get home from third base. Is it deep enough? So it failed the the SF rule, so we're going to use the throw chart with only the base running and the outfielder arm. All right. So he's got a 0, so no way he's not going. That's why getting him in motion was so important. Gave him extra 2 to his base running abilities. Not deep enough, just out into right field. And he's not going anywhere. So it's a 2 minus a 1. And not sure where the other -1 is coming from, but he's got a 0, so he's not going anywhere. 2 outs. Moustakas comes back up. He's 1 for 1 today with the big double. 45, possibility of a strikeout. Nope. 56, that is a pop out to first base for the out. All right, so we are back in the top of the third inning here. Ventura's just cruising right along, only one hit so far. Tyler Flowers, 34, 3-4, possibility of a walk, and yes, he does walk. So man on first, no strategy for him. 54 against the lefty is going to be a strikeout. So that is the first strikeout for Ventura. Adam Eaton, over 1 today. No strategy. 46 against the lefty, that's a blank. 61, that's a pop fly to shortstop. 2 outs. No strategy again. 42, error and a ground ball possibility. 61, nope. He hit that ball into center field. Lots going on here. So, we rolled a 6, so we need to check the second die. Roll of the 6 chart. So we got a roll on the 6 chart here. So adjusted base running rating. If it's less than 1, the runner holds. Advances, if it's 6 or higher, runners advance, no throw. Roll of 6 on the throw chart. The lead runner advances. Ball cut off, trailing runner is caught in a rundown, and we're going to go to the rundown chart. So, Tyler Flowers here, lead runner advances, so he's going to advance from second to third. And now the trailing runner, which happens to be Melky Cabrera, is in a rundown between first and second base here. So show the rundown chart. They rolled a 6. Runner gets under tag and advances the base. So advances, and just trying to make sure. Okay. That was an interesting play. I've never had to do that one, so it'd be interesting to find out if I did that all correctly. It was interesting because it came off of an error on a ground ball possibility, but that never actually came into play. So interesting. All right, well, second and third, 2 outs. Jose Aribu comes up, 2 outs. Ventura with the pitch, 4-3. No strikeout, 1-4. That is a single past third base. So the runner from third scores. Question is, can the runner come in from second base? He needs a 5 or 6. He only has a 4 running, so he can't quite hustle in fast enough. Well, we got us a tie ball game here, and Chicago's on a roll all of a sudden here in the top of the 3rd inning. Adam LaRose steps in, the lefty, 6-3, and promptly strikes out as Ventura gets the called strike 3. A little bit of argument there from LaRoche, but umps have called him out. All right, Lorenzo Cain, righty here, center fielder. A lot of action going on here today. 6-2. It is a possibility of a walk, and 9, it is a walk. So we got a man on first, nobody out. Smarge is in a little bit of problems here. He didn't look good last inning. 6-6 blank. Eric Hosmer, the lefty. for 3, and he gets a hold of one. He hits it off of the right center field wall and hustles from second all the way around and gets himself a triple. That's an RBI for Eric Hosmer, and he's in on third base with nobody out. Yeah, I like my little pitchers. Kendrick Morales. He is 0 for 0 today with a walk. 3-2. That's a range play. We're going to find out how Chicago's defense does. 66. He failed the range play here on the second baseman. So hit over into the right side, but Johnson couldn't make the play, and a run trots in. And Eric Hosmer gets on first base. All right, Alex Gordon with the man on first. Still no strategy. 1-3. 1-3. That's going to be a single past Ramirez. Can the runner make it first to third? No, he cannot. And Samardzija is already in the ineffective group. Ineffective. He's down to 0. He just doesn't have his good stuff today. He's got plenty of batters before he'll actually be tired. And we got quite a few righties coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might pull him when these lefties come in. He's kind of early, but he just doesn't have his good stuff this early in the game. That's a blank. Good thing he isn't tired, and that would have been another single. We have men on first and second. And that is a 35 against a righty. Is going to be a fly ball to left. That's a big out there. Still looking for that double play ball. Salvador Perez 1 for 1 today. He's a righty, so we'll leave Samardzija in there. 2-6. Possibility of a strikeout. Nope. 3-5. Oh boy. That is a double. That is going to be 3-5. That's a double to right field. We rolled a 6 again. So that means we check the next chart. The next chart is roll of a 6 on the throw chart. All right, so let me just double check this here. We're going to check the second die. So the adjusted base running rating, if it's less than 1, the runner holds. If it's higher than 6, runners advance and no throw. Roll a 6 on the throw chart. The lead runner advances. Ball cut off. Trailing runner is caught in a rundown. And we'd use the rundown chart. Well, adjusted base runner rating. I'm just trying to make sure I get this right. Check the second die roll of a 6 chart. Check second die of the 6 chart. Okay, runners. Okay, so if it's less than 1, they hold. If they're greater than 6, the runners advance and there's no throw. If they fall between 1 and or 1, yeah, between if they fall in 1 up until 6, then it looks like lead runner advances. So we're going to advance Alex Gordon, who scores. And then the ball is cut off from going home. Samardzija grabs it, and this runner is between second and third. And we got to show the rundown chart. And another 6 is rolled. So the runner gets under attack at the advanced base. So once again, the 666 combo nets another another good rundown for the base runners. And Chicago's defense has been a little shaky here. All right, so man on third, only one out. They got a couple more righties. He's only got a few more points before he's tired. 3-2. 3-2 is range play. 2-3. And it's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. He only has a 1 or 2. He makes it, though. Great play. Well, he failed the SF roll. Use the throw chart. Okay. Still trying to figure out what the SF roll is. It'll probably come to me when I think about it. SF roll. All right, so we rolled another 6, which means we go to the next chart. And this time it is a 5. So the lead runner thrown out. But if the trailing runner's base runner, no adjustment, is greater than or equal to something, and unfortunately it's blocked off. I'm going to make this big just to see if it, no, I still can't see it. All right, damn. So if the runners hold, if it's less than 1, he's got a base running of 0, so he holds. So Garcia comes in, makes a diving stab at the ball, grabs it, pops up, throws it to home really quick, and Salvador Perez runs back to third base. And a nice defensive play there. So Chicago's had some pretty shaky defense, but good play by Garcia. All right, Escobar back to the top of the lineup. 0 for 2. Samardzija is going to pitch to him. 4-3. 4-3. And no strikeout. 2-2 pop fly to short, and that ends the inning. Phew, pretty exciting inning, but 5-1. 5-1 Kansas City. Top of 4. Ventura's been cruising along until last inning, though. 5-5 against the righties, a blank. 2-5 is a single past short. No strategy. 1-1. No strikeout. 3-2 is a fly ball to right. Connor Gillespie, who is 0 for 1 today. And wild pitch possibility. He rolls a 1, so it is a wild pitch. Will advance. Garcia will advance to second base here on the wild throw by Ventura. 1-3. Another wild pitch possibility. Maybe did it not roll? There's all of a sudden new dice are here. Well, we're going to go with the 1-6. All right, we'll go with the 1-6 because I'm not sure if it looked like it said 1-3 here, but then all of a sudden the dice changed again. So I'm not sure. 54, 5-4. And that's going to be a play at second base. Can the runner advance? Runner advances on balls hit to first, second, or catcher. So he's hit to second, so he will advance. 1 out. All right. Tyler Flowers is up. 0 for day. 0 for 0 today with a walk and a run. 43, possibility of a strikeout. And yep, he got him this time. Struck him out. Ends the inning. All right, Samardzija here. We got a lefty, a righty, a lefty, a switching, a lefty. So he's not tired, but he's just not being very effective. And with all these lefties coming up, we're going to replace Samardzija here with a lefty. We're going to bring in Zach Duke. He's a lefty. And back to the game. So Zach Duke comes in, the lefty today. Let's see if he can get a few of these lefties out and keep the score a little more reasonable here. 1-5. Strikes him out. All right. Lorenzo Cain 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run. 45 against a righty. 52 is a pop out to second. Eric Hosmer 2 for 2 today with a triple and a run and 2 RBIs. 32, and he's gonna walk. So he takes a trip down to first base. Kendrick Morales, a switch hitter. 2-4, 2-4 against he's gonna bat right-handed. 2-1, and he hits a single past second base. Runner on first. Can make it all the way around, advances to third. So first and third, 2 outs. And Zach Duke is now officially tired. He's got a lefty up, though. He needs to get this last lefty out before all these righties. So we're going to risk it. 1-4, 1-4, walks. Yep, he walked him, and that's going to load the bases here. With all these righties coming in, Zach Duke is going to be replaced. And we're going to bring in Dan Jennings here. Nope, Dan Jennings is a lefty. We're going to be bringing in Zach Putnam. I don't have a pitcher for Zach because I wasn't expecting to have him pitch today. But let's see if Zach can get the job done. He's got four batters he can face here. 41. He comes out with throwing some heat. Can't get him out, but he does fly to left field, though. Ends what could have been a huge inning for Kansas City there. Ventura's still on the mound, though, here, top of 5. Only giving up 4 hits today. 1-2. That's a possibility of a strikeout. And, yep, Ventura gets him. That's 4 strikeouts for him today. Adam Eaton 0 for 2 today. 2-3. And he's a lefty, so that's a possibility of a home run. 15 is higher than the 10, so it is not a home run. So Adam Eaton, again, this is the 3rd time Ventura has given up the possibility, and not a single one of them has been a home run. 4, 5, that's ground ball to short. Couldn't get a hold of that one. All right, Melky Cabrera steps in, 63. It's a possibility of a strikeout. Nope. 22, and Melky gets himself a single. Nice single into right field there. So Farley a man aboard, 2 outs. Down 5-1. They're not willing to risk the steal here. Jose Abreu. Uh-oh. And he strikes out. So Ventura is pitching a heck of a game today. Let's see if Zach Putnam can get a few outs here. Salvador Perez 1-4 and strikes him out. Omar Infante 1 for 2. 56. Another strikeout. And Zach Putnam is throwing some heat now. All right, Escobar 0 for 3 today, 41. And nope, he can't strike out this side. 42, but he can have him fly out to right field in a pretty easy inning there. Only 10 pitches, and he got all 3 outs. All right, Ventura's back out, top of 6. He's still going pretty strong. You see, he's got 5 in effectiveness. He'll be tired in about 4 more batters. 35 range play. Let's find out how Kansas City's defense does. 46, that's a fly ball to center. Kane there, Lorenzo. He's 1 to 4. He's going to make the play. He rolls the 4, and yep, he makes the play. So good defense by Kansas City. Ventura pitching to Garcia, 1 for 2. Possibility, no strikeout. And he gets ground ball to third base. Whips it over to first. Just like that, 2 outs. 51 range play. And that's a fly ball to center field again. And once again, the center fielder, Lorenzo Kane, is called in. And he makes the play once again. So 2 good plays in the outfield by Lorenzo Kane. Keeps this a 5-1 ball game, going the bottom of 6. 36. 52, that's a double. Leadoff double for Mike Moustakas. He was already 1 for 3 with a double. Well, he just doubled his output. So righty, lefty, switchy, lefty. So we got to get through the 1 more righty. So even though he's tired, before this lefty, switchy, lefty combo comes up, we're going to have him against a righty. That's a possibility, and he walks him. And we're going to pull in. So Zach Putnam's out. Now we're going to bring in Dave Jennings, the lefty. All right, Dave. You notice I got a pitcher for Dave there. I'm sorry. I keep calling him Dave, but it's Dan Jennings. Apologize. He's up against the hot hitter today. 2 for 2. A triple, a walk, a run, and 2 RBIs. Eric Hosmer. 1-4, and error and a ground ball possibility. 1-2, that is a ground ball. It's going to go to the shortstop. So Ramirez only makes an error on a 1 through 6. It's a 7, so no error. Now we got to find out where the ground ball double play is. And it is going to be a double play, ground ball double play. So second base is going to advance to third. And then you're going to get out. Ground ball double play. There we go. All right, I think I did that one right. That was probably good for Chicago to keep the game close. 2 outs, man on third. Kendrick Morales, 1-2, possibility of a strikeout, no. 1-3, that's a ground ball to short though, ends the inning. All right, 5-1, and Ventura still only has 1 batter before he's tired. Let's see, he is a righty. He's facing a lefty, then a righty, then a lefty, then a lefty. So they're going to... This is top of 7, huh? Lefty, righty, lefty, lefty. Yep, they're going to pull Ventura for the lefty. Franklin Morales there. All right. 1-5. 1-6. Uh-oh. He got himself a single here. No strategy, huh? All right. Yep. What do we have? Tyler Flowers, 0 for 1 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. 42 against the righties, nothing. 24 is, that's an F8. All right, so that's 1 out. Micah Johnson 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 66. He didn't strike out this time. 65. That's a ground ball to the pitcher. So now we have to decide, is it a double play? It is not a double play. Ground ball double play is a 0. So we're going to advance Connor Gillespie from first to second, and then throw out the man at first for the second out. Adam Eaton, big lefty here, needs to get a hold of one. 2-6. Nope. He tried and struck out. All right, D. Jennings here. He's a lefty against the lefty, and then a couple righties coming up. So he'll pitch 31 and ground ball to first base. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 righties coming up in a row. So they're going to pull Dan Jennings, and they're going to put in Matt Albers. All right. 1-1. That's a ballpark. 2-1. It's a pop out to the catcher. Yeah. Sometimes I have to think about these numbers. That is the catcher, though. 1 out. Bottom of 7. 1-6. Walk? Nope. 35. That is a double instead of a walk. He gets a hold of one, hits it out into center field. I'm sorry, left field. Well, let's see. We're going to keep him in. Yeah, he's got a couple more righties he's got to get out. 1, 4, 2, 5. That's a fly out to center. That'll end the inning. Top of 8, 5-1. Morales is tired. We have the switchy, a righty, and then a lefty. Can he get through the switchy, the righty, and the lefty? Or do we pull him now? I think we pull him now. Switchy, righty, lefty, righty, righty. Let's bring in a righty. We'll bring in Kelvin Herrera. All right, let's see if Kelvin can get the job done here against Milky Cabrera. 1, 2, and that is an error on a ground ball possibility. 2, 4. That is going to be a single for Melky Cabrera. Well, 3-1, 3-1 walk, and whew, just like that, man on first and second, Kelvin Herrera. We got a lefty, righty, righty. He's got to get through this lefty to get these last 2 righties. Range play at the ballpark, 26. S plus 9. He successfully makes the play. Flyouts, runner on second, less than 2 outs. F9, it's the base running. Okay, so was I'm assuming S plus 9, fielder 9, if D6 less than or equal to the runner, advances to third. So he will advance to third. All right. The first and third, one out. They got the righty-righty matchup, but he's tired. Oh no, he's not actually tired yet. He's thinking about it, but he'll leave him in 52. And it was a good decision because he struck him out. Big out there. Now he's officially tired. But there's one more righty we really like him to get through. Alexi Ramirez. First and third, two outs. This could 5-1. Yeah, we'll risk it. 3-3 against a righty's a blank. So it all comes down to what Alexi Ramirez can do with the hit. And he pops it to right field for the out. All right, so what are we at? Bottom of 8. Escobar 0 for 4 today, 52. 3-3 is ground ball to third base. Moustakas 2 for 4, 2 doubles, a strikeout, a run. He's done a lot today. Now, where are we at? He's a righty. Yep, he'll face him 2-2. And no strikeout. 66. Ground ball out. Now he's tired. But he's got to get through this righty. Lorenzo Cain 0 for 2 today with 2 walks. 53. That's a ballpark. 53. All right, top of the 9th inning. Last chance. 5-1 Royals. Herrera is tired, so they're going to pull Herrera. And who are they going to bring in? That's a good question. They're going to bring in Wade Davis here. That's not a save opportunity. Might save him for another day. Ryan Madsen. They're going to bring in Ryan Madsen. All right, because they did that in the actual game. Ryan Madsen comes in. Let's see what happens. 1-6. Range play. 35. It's a single past second, unless second baseman can knock it down and make a heck of a play. And he does not. So we got us a single. Lead it off here. Well, Flowers is overdue with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. All right, 63. Oh, now he struck him out. 1 out. Micah Johnson 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He is a lefty. He'll try. 52, no strikeout. 63, that's ground ball to short. 6, the only play is at first. I'm getting used to some of these. So that advances. Throw that guy out at first. All right, they're down to their last strike here. Is Adam Eaton going to face him? Yeah, he's the lefty versus a righty. 5-6, Aaron a throw possibility. 31 against a righty is a ground ball to the first baseman, and no error ends the game. Kansas City defeats the White Sox 5-1 today. And let's check out our statistics. Let's check out our statistics here. We'll do a quick comparison. Here's the box score here. All of the Activity came in the first through third innings. Everything else was just goose eggs after that. So that's the play-by-play. Let's look at the game stats. Here we go. So I'll just leave that up as I talk about what happened in real life here. So first we'll talk about the Chicago. So Adam Eaton was 1 for 4. Melky Cabrera was 1 for 4. Jose Arriba was 1 for 3. Adam LaRoche was 0 for 4. Garcia was 0 for 2. Ramirez was 0 for 3. Connor Gillespie was 1 for 2. Tyler Flowers is 0 for 2. And Micah Johnson was 1 for 3. If we look at Kansas City, Escobar was 2 for 4. Mustakas was 2 for 3. Kane was 1 for 4. Eric Hosmer was 1 for 5. Morales was 1 for 2. Alexi Gordon was 1 for 4. Alexi Rios was 3 for 4. Perez was 2 for 4. And Fontaine was 0 for 4. In real life, opening day 2015, the Kansas City Royals defeated the Chicago White Sox 10-1. And in our simulation game, Kansas City Royals beat Chicago White Sox 5-1. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.